Rich, how are you? Good morning to you. It's the 29th, I guess, of June for you. And I just was emailing you or Mandy back and forth about your URL in regards to religion. And we began watching it and realized that we had wanted to do this video. And so we're going to watch that when we're done. I'm very excited to hear your thoughts on that. We love you and we think about you constantly. And hence why last month I sent you an email, because I had just been thinking about you, and the world works in amazing ways. And maybe I was thinking about you because you needed energy at that time. So I'm glad you're home safe in Perth, and I'm glad you were in Montreux and enjoying yourself tremendously. So Megan and I just want to spend 10 minutes with you and tell you how much we love you. We wish we were there with you, and we've contemplated coming. I think we'll stay here with our little ones and share with you via video, and we've enjoyed your videos so much, and so I hope both you and Mandy will take a second to hear our grateful gratitude for the two of you. From the moment we met you both in Fiji, which was actually ironically about 7 years to the day from when you emailed us the news of your cancer, we were just blown away. I think we feel like, you're kind of kindred spirits to us. Your stories are similar to ours, with your early love of each other and your list of what you looked for in a woman, just like I had a list for Meg's, and how you found each other. And I remember some of the stories you told me of Mandy's family in Melbourne, and you courting her, and the challenges of that at times. And I really, really appreciated that, and it's those types of things have really stuck with me for sure. One of the things we remember from Fiji, and we remember lots from Fiji, but the vows that everybody renewed. Megan was talking to me about that, and I thought, well, she actually said it first, the only renewal of vows that we remember were the two of you. And I think it's the energy in your hearts and your light and your love for each other that shone through. And I just find that unbelievably interesting. And we were looking at some photographs from Facebook of that day and reminiscing, and we have some similar pictures, and crazy to believe that was 7 years ago, but just remember that your energy was tremendous. And we would go back to the Wassa Wassa Lodge in the evening and chat about the day's events and how inspiring people were. And every day you two were kind of the focus of our conversations and your inspiration, and telling us about this trip you'd taken with these kids, 47 countries in 12 months. And here Megan and I were kind of eyes like dinner plates, thinking, holy mackerel, we're getting ready to start this what we don't know how long will be, but roughly 6-month journey to a third the amount of places. And I think you provided some real comfort for us, because we thought to ourselves, there were times on the trip where we had trials and tribulations, and we thought, they did this with 4 children and it's just the two of us, and we certainly have it easy in comparison. And we thought about you so much along the way as we kind of trampled to these different countries, and we thought about the pace at which you did it, and I mean, just mind-blowing to me. We ended up doing 16 countries in just over 6 months, and I felt like that was a feat. And then I'm reminded, as I'm reading through your life list and these things that you've updated us with over the last couple of weeks, of how many countries you did, and Luke's age of 1, and it's truly mesmerizing. I think you're nuts, really. Out of your minds, quite frankly. But that's the beauty of you. As you said one day in one of your video blogs, that your buddy came to you and said, way to go get 4th stage cancer, go all about it. Well, I mean, that was you with that trip. Talk about going all out. But that's just you, and that's what's inspiring.
And that's what we love so much.
Yeah, just absolutely, just the all out, do what your heart wants to do, don't care what anybody says. And I feel like we've lived that way in a lot of ways too. It's like, I don't care if you think what we're doing is wrong, I don't care if you think it's insane. we know it's the right thing, and I know you knew it was the right thing, and you did it, and it was the right thing for you to do. And I know right now, where you sit, there's not a more grateful guy on earth that you took the time to go 12 months with your family, while other folks were, sitting in front of a computer doing accounting work. It brings tears to my eyes just thinking about how, most guys can't look back and say, I did those things. And I know how important it is because we've gotten a chance to do a lot of those things too. Sorry, I'm supposed to be the strong one. You're so stoic and strong in your videos. You said you wanted stories of things that made us laugh about you. And I think you told us this story in Beaver Creek, did you not?
I think
so. So I'm sure you remember the Rankins and you all traveled to Beaver Creek in 05 or 06. I think it might have been.
It was 05.
March or something in 05. Spring break time.
No, it was Christmas time.
Oh, jeez. See, that's why Megan's here for calendar specific deals. Anyway, the Beaver Creek trip, and I remember kind of driving you around in the car and showing you the different areas. And I remember you telling this story of just being depressed about something, lower in the snake's belly, something was eating at you, and you were driving home. Mandy's at the house with the kiddos and sees you pull up. And the way you described it, it sounds like she could see you from the kitchen window. Of course, I've never been, but that's the way I remember the story. Sees you from the kitchen window coming up, knows you've had a tough go at it for the day, and strips off her whole wardrobe. We'll never forget the way you said it. You said stripped off. And I remember pausing and going, what do you mean? We don't use that expression. We joke about it all the time. And it brings a smile to our face. Mandy, I think that's just such a powerful thing because it stuck with us. And I think not enough women, or, we've talked about this before, not enough people just do crazy things. You changed Rich's state. I guess we have Tony Robbins to thank for some of these types of things, but I know you changed his state, and here we are 7 years later telling you how it's changed us. And Megan's done similar things for me, and come home and she's half naked doing the dinner, when she knows I've had a tough day. And those are things that I think she learned, or we learned, and were inspired by you. I've made some notes here if you see me glancing to the left. One thing I completely forgot because I was going to talk about India. I remember now, prior to the India trip, you had done a seminar in LA at the airport, a training seminar for your Eliotician. And I came and spent 1 or 2 nights and tried to kind of act as support staff, which was hilarious because I knew nothing about trading and still don't. And I don't know if I was helpful or not, but I think that the truth of the matter, since we're being truthful with each other, was I didn't give a crap about Eliotician. I wanted to spend time with you. And I had craved being with you and missed you and took it as an opportunity to see you since you were close. And I forgot about that. So I'm sorry for crying so much, but I love you to death and I want you to know it. Hebron was a tremendous experience. My Facebook profile picture, and I don't know that you'll see it, I apologize because I'm not actually a friend. I think I do all my stuff through Megan, but is a picture of me with the flowers around my neck at the entrance day to Hebron there. And Peter and I had this glorious 5 days previous in Goa, which was just awesome, and then this long train and bus journey, as you know, to Hebron. Those kids are just incredible. And their tremendous respect and infatuation with both of you, the impact you made with your both monetary and personal support of their group, the buildings you built, the technology you brought in, seeing the way Saga looked at you and respected you. I hope he may be there now. I know you'd mentioned in a previous blog that Saga was coming, and I'm so grateful that you'll get to spend some time with him. And please tell him that we said hello. But Hebron was just a tremendous experience for me, and I think about it all the time. And we've found things locally to dive into and support that I don't think I would have dealt with the same way had I not seen Hebron and what you had done there. And just amazing impact on me. And one of the things I don't know if you'll remember is I got like deathly ill there for about 24 hours. And
I say it's because that's the first trip he went on without me, so
which is very true.
That was the universe's way of saying you should have brought Megan, but at the same time I was pregnant and didn't want to go to India at that time.
Yeah, and I just remember being so sick, and I think I messed the bed and was so embarrassed, and Mandy was so gracious, and oh God, I just remember being ill. But I guess that's part of India, although I had spent a bunch of time with India there before that and not gotten sick, so who knows. But I just appreciated you, Mandy, especially taking care of me and making me feel as at home as I could in such a remote, faraway place. I guess, for me, and I don't want to take a ton of your time, I'm sure you've got a lot of people trying to give you well wishes here, but I think the one final thing I want to tell you that's really currently affecting Megan and I is your inspiration of this kind of financial geographic freedom. I mean, we talk about it all the time, and Megan's going to touch on the life list, and that's been a powerful part of your video blogs, and we of course have those lists, and you've now inspired us to really go back and look at them, because I've been bad about focusing on those lists. But your geographic financial freedom is tremendous, and the amount of time you've spent in places that you appreciate, with the people that you appreciate, non-tethered to the crazy world that 99% of us know, I think is a huge testament to you. And I think I took the news of your illness very, very tough at the very, very beginning. And I think as you've shared video blogs and as I ponder the situation you're going through, I have a tremendous amount of peace for you. And you say you're at peace. I can sense it, and I quite frankly have a lot of peace for you, because, I mean, you've lived in a situation where you're not stuck in a job that you don't like, you're not stuck in a relationship that you don't like, and we're not either, and I think that's why I can appreciate it. And I look at how most people just kind of go through in this rat race of life and don't even take the time to notice a sunrise or sunset on their way to and from work in this busy rush hour traffic, and that's a life you have been polar opposite of, and it's truly inspirational. And we've gotten to travel a ton, and we're going to do it more. And Enzo, our little guy, I don't even think you may know, we've got a little guy named Enzo, and Marcella's 5, who she was pregnant with when I went with you to Hebron. They love to travel, and they love airplanes, and we've kind of got the whole dynamic going. And I think this geographic freedom, I'm not quite to the level of you yet, but the beauty of the internet, I think, is we're able to do lots of things that don't require us to be at a specific location. And that's inspiring. And the more you can share that message with anybody who will listen, the better, because I think folks who can get out into an environment where their imagination can run wild and they can be with people they love, it'll be a better world. And you're a big part of that. And I know Montreux was just a lifelong dream for you, because I remember speaking in depth about that in Hebron. I don't know if you had just discovered it or not, but I remember talking about it, and I'm just so grateful you got five years, it sounds like, or 5.5 years there prior to the news, and I mean, that's just fantastic. I'm so happy for you. I guess the one thing I would say, because I want to make sure we're very honest, as we talked about in the video, is I feel badly that we didn't see you more. We talked about coming to Switzerland, and why we didn't go makes no difference. I feel badly about it, and I know that's not the purpose here, and I don't want to dwell on it. I just want you to know I wish we could have spent more time physically together, because you're a special man, and you've impacted us tremendously. I hope you know that, even though we've spent very little time in the grand scheme of things. I don't know how many days, maybe 30 calendar days total or something together, maybe less. I'm incredibly impressed with you, and I share so many of your passions. I'm lucky enough to be 19 years with Megan, and I know you can understand our connection, and I do feel badly that we didn't spend more time, and I want you to know that. Again, like I said, not much more needs to be said about that, but it's with tremendous honor, respect, love, that I say to you, thank you. I don't know if quite frankly, as you said, you never know what'll happen. Maybe we'll be in Montreux 6 months from now, and you'll be in remission, and we'll be having a glass of wine. I don't know if we'll ever speak physically again, but I want you to know that you're an inspirational person. Mandy, you're an unbelievably beautiful soul, and I certainly hope and know that we will see you, and we look forward to that time. And I just want you to know that if we can do anything for you now or after Rich has passed, I want you to know that we would be honored to be able to do that. So I know Megan would like to say some things too.
Basically, just you're an inspiration.
She waited till the end because she'll get about one word per babble, so bear with her.
And I'm sure you've heard that from so many people, that you've inspired so many. So thank you. Thank you for the person that you are, for your integrity, your love, and your passion for life.
We love you so much.
And thank you for your beautiful, wonderful family, for sharing all these photos. They're so beautiful. Mm-hmm. They continue to inspire us and remind us to live as passionately as you do. And the other day, when I was driving, I saw a bumper sticker on a car, and it said, "Love lasts longer than life."
That's the truth. She didn't even tell me that.
So, thank you.
We love you. Thank you so much.